Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at extinction, causes of extinction, and mass extinction. So, animals that have not adapted well to their environment are less likely to survive. Those animals that don't survive will eventually disappear and become extinct. So, we're going to look at what extinction is, some of the causes of extinction, and what mass extinction is. So extinction occurs when there are no remaining individuals of a species alive. Animals that have not adapted well to their environment are less likely to survive, so less likely to reproduce. The animals that have not adapted to the environment will eventually become extinct. So extinction is when an entire species disappears. So if we look at this brief question, so millions of years ago, a spider or an insect might have been trapped in resin secreted by trees. Eventually, under the right circumstances, that resin could harden and form amber. So we look at to suggest how the insects became preserved in amber. Some of the key things that you need to talk about is that they're trapped in the sticky substance, so they're covered in the resin, and because they're covered in the resin, that prevents decay. There are 5 major causes of extinction. So habitat loss, introduction of a new species, pollution, population growth, or overconsumption. So the destruction of the environment, or when there are environmental changes, which can include indirect factors such as geological processes and climate change, introduction of invasive species, ecosystem nutrient depletion, or water and noise pollution can cause or lead to a species becoming extinct. Pollution may muddy landscapes, poison soils and waterways, or kill plants and animals. Long-term exposure to air pollution, for example, can lead to chronic respiratory diseases in a species. Toxic chemicals can accumulate, so the top predators will get a large dose of those toxins, which could cause them to die out, therefore becoming extinct. The overconsumption of materials can go and lead to extinction, because if there are no materials left over for an animal to use, then it will likely not be able to survive. So we look at this question. So a flightless bird called rails once inhabited 20 islands in the Pacific Ocean. During the last 2 centuries, they have disappeared from 15 of these islands. So the island which it lives on is very remote. Suggest 3 reasons why the rails have disappeared from 15 of the 20 islands. So if you just have a think about it. So some of the things that you might want to talk about are things like new predators, new diseases, new competitors, and environmental changes caused by us. A mass extinction is usually defined as the loss of about 3/4 of all species in existence across the entire Earth over a short geological period of time. So given the vast amount of time since life first evolved on the planet, short is defined as anything less than 2.8 million years. So there are a number of different causes. So if we have catastrophic methane release, that might lead to vast global warming, which means that polar ice caps could melt, and so the permafrost and the ice would raise sea levels, and kill any animals that are on lands that get engulfed, or will go and damage water systems and water ecosystems. So the Earth's climate is not constant. So over geological time, the Earth's dominant climate has gone from ice age to tropical heat, and from steaming jungles to searing deserts. So if an animal or organism is not able to adapt, it would become extinct. Flood basalt eruptions are a type of large-scale volcanic activity, both in terms of extent and duration, that can occur on land or on the ocean floor. So a flood basalt may continue to erupt for tens of thousands of years, covering large areas of land in lava and going and putting lots of gases, including sulfur dioxide, into the air, which can cause large-scale extinction. The most common large-scale or mass extinction event that people think about are impact events. So impact events proposed as the causes of mass extinction of things like the dinosaur are when the planet is struck by a comet or a meteor large enough to create a huge shockwave felt around the globe. Widespread dust and debris rain down, disrupting the climate and causing extinction on a global scale rather than a local scale. So if we look at this question, so give 3 reasons other than volcanic activity and collision with an asteroid that a species might become extinct. There are a wide range of reasons. You could talk about flooding, drought, ice ages, new predators, new diseases, competition for food, competition for mates. There's an entire range of reasons that you could give.
Thanks for watching.